Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Adams Rite number 1000-11-11-130 turn with escutcheon. And here's what that exact part number looks like. This is a 1000 series thumb turn is what it is, designed to operate the MS 1847 deadlock or the 5017 wood door deadlock. The 5017 is the same lock concept but designed to be installed into a wood door. The -11 in the part number refer to, well, let's jump to the data sheet, and then we're going to back into or ease into how we're going to decode the part number. So the data sheet does tell us that this is used for those two locks previously mentioned. The turn is made of a zinc-based material. This is in a 130 type finish, which is to emulate an aluminum color. The escutcheon is stainless steel. The spindle is hardened steel, plated for corrosion resistance. The first dash number in the order guide indicates the spindle parallel or perpendicular to the turn level, and we're going to get into that in a moment. This happens to be what's called a parallel drive. The second dash number indicates the length of this, which is related to not only the door thickness, but the positioning of the lock within the door body. Now, the bottom of page 1 gives us a table that we're going to look at moving to page 2. So first of all, before we get to that, let's go over the dimensional properties. You can see on page 2 that the escutcheon is 5/8 wide, and that it is 1 13/16 overall height. Indeed. A variety of other dimensions are listed there that we won't beleaguer in this video. You can see the L dimension, and the L dimension is coming out of the table, the dash chart table, left side near the bottom, 2/3 of the way down. And the L dimension is how that is being defined. It is important to order the length of the tailpiece exactly what you need to be able to get not only through the door but safely into the lock hub housing itself. This is a -11, and per the table, this is actually the shortest one made. It's 17/32, so it's basically just heavy on 1/2 inch, right? I think my -11. Okay. So just heavy on 1/2 inch. That's the point of that. Okay. Okay, now we've talked about dimension L. I can't really tell you what a standard size is, although I can tell you that a -11 is generally going to be used on a really thin door. Believe it or not, a sliding door on a boat is going to be in these thinner, shorter tailpiece lengths. I've done -22s, which are quite a bit longer. Some clients will even order these and they're telling me up front, I have no idea. Give me the long one and I'm just going to cut it in the field. Okay, that works too. I have no problem with that. But nonetheless, that's how the L dimension, the second suffix part number, the spindle length, is derived. It's important first to talk about the turn type in the lower right-hand corner of page 2. There's parallel drive, and then there's perpendicular drive. There is without escutcheon and with escutcheon. With this and without that. You can get this without an escutcheon, which would be a -01 if it was a parallel drive. And what would happen is you would get yourself a push nut that would be included, but you already see it installed here. So you would get that piece loose, you'd get that nylon washer and the thumb turn if this was a -01 for a parallel drive, or a -02 for a perpendicular drive. So you can get it with or without an escutcheon. Now, you can also get it parallel or perpendicular. So what you have to decide is, what's the appropriate unit to purchase? Back up to page 1, lower right-hand corner, you have to know the orientation of the hub of your lock body, and then decide what position you want the thumb piece to be in the locked or unlocked position as a result. You can study that chart and look there. If you were doing a parallel drive of the three variants, the -10, -11, or -13, what happens is the position of the hub is shown two ways. It's shown as a solid line, and it's also shown as a dotted line. The bolt is always shown thrown or projected. That's what the thumb piece will look like when the thumb turn is in the solid line orientation. Okay, so a parallel drive is going to put you in a position where you're going to want to think about what position the thumb turn is in when you're trying to unlock or lock the door. The point is when you install this, you don't want this to bury into the jamb, preventing you from rotating it far enough. So you have to think to yourself, okay, what position does the thumb turn need to be in when I'm unlocking the unit? And that's the dotted line that's there. Okay, the -13 obviously going to make contact with the jamb, possibly. The -10 is very close. The -11 goes the opposite direction. But be mindful that you're viewing the lock body from that side only, and that you have to, in your mind's eye, reverse all of that when envisioning it from the other side. It would be symmetrically opposite. Not a difficult topic to grasp. And the -11 is very common because you never will come in contact really with the frame, but you might have something on the door that you need to be aware of. Trim on the door, let's say, and you need to position this so that it operates, lock and unlock the door without this making contact with some treatment of the door and frame itself. Now let's move on to the installation guide link that's there, and that's more of the same. It's just a different document giving us all the same summary as before. Then there's a how to order matrix, again, all the same. The only thing to add there is the finish. The 119 is black, the 121 is dark bronze, and then the 130 is a clear aluminum finish, which is what the client ordered on this one, 130 at the end of the part number. Now the balance of the information down below, and be mindful, they do not give you any screws to attach this to the face of the door. So be mindful that screws are not going to come with this. The balance of the extended description information tells us that you're surface mounting this with a rectangular escutcheon directly to the door, giving us the 17/32 spindle length, telling us the base material of the trim and of the escutcheon and of the spindles as well. Finishes are listed, those three finishes we just discussed. The options, the availability of both perpendicular and parallel drives in these turns, coupled with the three hub drive positions of the MS, which stands for Maximum Security, a trademark name of Adams Rite. MS 1847 lock provides several options. Choice of turn drive position relates directly to the particular lock hub drive position. Special care in specifying both the proper turn and lock in ordering is recommended. Chart below shows turn positions relative to lock hub positions. Broken line indicates direction of travel, 45 degrees, to retract the bolt. A more elegant way of saying when you're unlocked, it's going to be in the dotted line position. So just think that through and order the right one. You will have to inspect your door to make sure that you're ordering the proper item. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Adams Rite products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. This client here happened to order a -13 lock, so he's going to have a parallel drive, and it's going to work out really just fine for him. Okay? Any questions on this or any other Adams Rite product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.